stay that way. We are part of this community, and we are proud of the work we do. You can choose to go to a corporate body shop, or you can stay local and go to Superior Collision, Marquette's local, hometown body shop.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, a new bipartisan push in the Senate is targeting China's currency practices. We'll tell you what it might mean for your wallet and American jobs. And State Representative Carl Bonak is raising the issue of foreign-owned land in the Upper Peninsula. We'll hear what he wants to see done. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Kelly, welcome back. It has been an absolutely disgusting day out there today. What's going on?
Yeah, glad to be back, Kevin. We have been seeing some rain out there, but it's not stopping people from getting outside and enjoy all the great festivities that the Upper Peninsula has to offer. Lots of people out and about right now on our 19 News downtown Marquette Skycam. But yeah, like you said, there's just a lot of rain going on our radar, and we can expect a little bit more of that throughout the rest of the evening hours. But things will start to clear out once we get to tomorrow. Temperatures, though, a little bit cool into the mid-50s. That will continue into tomorrow too, and I'll have an early look at your weekend coming up in just a few minutes.
Sounds good, Kelly. Thank you very much. A bipartisan duo in the U.S. Senate is taking aim at China's currency practices. Pennsylvania Senator Dave McCormick is one of those senators leading that legislative effort to push for greater transparency from China on the world stage. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon explains what it means for American workers and the global economy.
The reason for this is
Senator Dave McCormick is teaming up with Nevada Democrat Catherine Cortez Masto to introduce the China Exchange Rate Transparency Act, or CERT Act. The bill directs the U.S. Executive Director at the International Monetary Fund to advocate for stricter oversight and transparency around how China handles its currency.
China is not a competitor. China is an adversary. They're stealing our intellectual property. They're subsidizing their exports. We don't have fair trade with China.
Critics argue China's murky exchange rate practices make its exports unfairly cheap, crippling U.S. manufacturing and deepening America's trade dependence.
And that hurts American workers. It hurts American families, and it's really devastating to our manufacturing base, and it's making us more dependent on China, which is a huge national security problem.
Under IMF rules, China is supposed to avoid currency manipulation, but a recent U.S. Treasury report says Beijing still isn't playing fair.
And it creates an unfair exchange rate.
The CERT Act mirrors a House bill already introduced by Pennsylvania Congressman Dan Muser.
It should have been done a long time ago. We need our Secretary of Treasury to do something about it, to weigh in with the IMF.
If passed, the law would pressure the IMF to increase scrutiny and hold China to its global economic commitments. The push for accountability is part of a broader strategy to curb China's growing influence and protect American economic strength.
One of many ways that we need to change the game with China and hold them accountable and really get the upper hand in terms of the race for leadership in the world. America is uniquely positioned to do that.
Reporting in Washington, Brendan Scanlon, WZMQ 19 News.
New reporting has revealed a foreign government owns more than 5% of land in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. State Representative Carl Bonak says for him, it's raised immediate red flags. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more about the land's ownership and why it's drawing concern in Lansing.
A new report has uncovered over 540,000 acres of forest land in the Upper Peninsula owned by the government of Singapore, making it the largest known foreign landholder in the state.
What happens a lot of times, these companies have a lot of shell corporations. We don't know where exactly or who exactly owns the land.
The land is managed for timber harvesting, but its complex ownership structure only came to light recently thanks to increased levels of disclosure by the private firms involved. State Representative Carl Bonak says the scale of foreign ownership, even from a U.S. ally, is troubling. He says while the timber itself may be a legitimate investment, the broader issue is transparency and fair access for local buyers.
I think we need to make sure that the citizens of Michigan own the majority of land in the Upper Peninsula and the state of Michigan, for that matter.
Earlier this year, Bonac supported a bill passed by the House that identified countries deemed hostile to U.S. interests. But Singapore, while not on that list, represents a gray area in the growing debate over foreign influence and economic control.
And that's concerning, even though Singapore is an ally of the United States, to have this foreign entity own that much land.
Critics have pointed out that loopholes and complex legal structures may allow foreign interests to evade oversight. Bonac says that's why he wants to see stronger reporting requirements and more public transparency to prevent things like this from ever going without notice again. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
Your first warning weather forecast is after the break, plus a new thrift store in Ishpeming holds its grand opening. We'll check it out. And Lake Superior Day is this weekend. We'll tell you how the community is expected to take part in the annual celebration. We're back in 2 minutes.
Summer doesn't begin until the house guests move in.
I am the greatest big brother player this world has yet to see.
And I don't lose. I'm ready to shake this house up.
I'm gonna be the most fierce competitor out there.
I can be a villain if I need to.
I'm ready for this summer of twists and turns. I can't wait to see what's in store for us.
I think I'm a bit manipulative. We'll see how that works for me.
When you don't know what to expect the unexpected.
Oh my God, maybe I'm Big Brother! What the? I almost said it, but I didn't.
Big Brother, new CBS tonight and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Looking for a car that won't fall apart on the way home? Bam! Come to John's Auto where cars are clean, run great, and don't smell like french fries. Does your car need a tune-up? Bam! Service department. Do you want your car to sparkle? Bam! Detailing department. Need a quieter sister? Bam! Wait. For the best pre-owned cars, the best service, and the best detailing, come to John's Auto Marquette.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Find everything you need to create the yard of your dreams. From garden equipment, lawn and plant care, bird and wildlife supplies, and even outdoor decor. We have it all. Make cleaning easy with the Westinghouse electric pressure washer. This 2700 PSI model has swappable spray nozzles that are perfect for any project. Get it today for $249.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
The Shunk's Big Summer Recliner Sale. You know, we have the largest selection of recliners in Michigan and Wisconsin. There's literally hundreds of recliners to choose from and at the lowest price, and they start at just $279. There's big recliners for the big men, up to 500 pounds. And there's little recliners for the ladies and everything in between. There's power and power lift recliners in all different sizes, and leather recliners big and small and everything in between. Shop Shunk Furniture of Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
Welcome back. It is definitely rainy out there. We are seeing the rain into Marquette, 50 degrees, so not too bad, a little bit chilled, but feels like temperatures match that. Dew points nice and low, very comfortable out there, but north-northeast winds at about 20 miles per hour. It is cold, it is rainy, and it is windy. 63 degrees for that high, definitely below the average of 76 degrees, that record 93 set back in 2006, and so far as of about 5:25, just a tenth of an inch of rain, but we are expecting more through the evening. And for tomorrow, your Blades Bait and Tackle fishing outlook, a 1 out of 4 stars, so not the most ideal conditions, but still, if you are looking to get out, your best times are between 5:30 and 7:30 a.m. and then again between 5:30 and 7:30 p.m. We could see a few lingering showers for the morning time and still have those north winds at about 10 to 15 miles per hour, but still, if you want to get out, you'll surely find something to enjoy there. And this is a wider view of our radar. Most of this rain and honestly a lot of circulation is down into Wisconsin. There's some flash flood warnings. There were severe thunderstorm warnings earlier. So for us in the Upper Peninsula, it's just rain, and that's good news. No watches, warnings in effect for the area. So this is a closer look at the rain. Definitely some heavier pockets in there, but overall this system is behaving once it gets into our area, and it will continue to behave too, likely still just giving us those rain showers, nothing the windshield wipers won't fix for the rest of tonight. And for your Thursday morning, the commute still looking a little cloudy, maybe a few showers, but then things clear out very nicely. We still get lots of sunshine for your Thursday evening, and as we head into Friday morning, we'll have the sunshine to start and then likely tracking a few showers for your Friday evening. So a flooding outlook for the rest of tonight. The Weather Prediction Center does have this area in the green in a marginal risk of flooding, so that means those flood prone areas with the slower moving storms, we might be at risk for some localized flooding, so we'll continue to watch that for the rest of tonight. But the future rain totals, so from now until tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., anything from really a trace to up to about 1/4 of an inch of rain, but still in those areas that don't necessarily handle that rain very well, and it has to go somewhere. If the ground doesn't absorb it that well, it could be a little bit of an issue. But things are looking good for the weekend, looking ahead into your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Again, a few of those evening showers for Friday and a few lingering too into Saturday, but then we will get the sunshine back for Sunday with some high temperatures into the lower 70s. So a fairly seasonal weekend is ahead with lots of sunshine in store, but of course in there we do have a few scattered showers mixed on in. Overall though, if we look beyond that, we will be trending a little bit warmer. So once we clear these cool few days or so, as we look into next week, we'll be getting some temperatures near 80 degrees.
Kelly, thanks again. A new thrift store has held its grand opening today in Ishpeming. Pam's Pickins is the newest thrift store in the area. This store is a collection of the owner, Pam Mart's, findings from various estate sales. You can find it on the first floor of the Gossard building and is open Wednesday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and most Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
To high school, my girlfriend and I had always talked about going into business together someday. We never did. And now I've got my own business. And I got a little plaque on the wall that says dreams do come true. And
Pam says she's grateful to be officially a part of the Ishpeming community. Lake Superior Day is this Sunday. As the largest of Michigan's Great Lakes, there's plenty to learn, from its dangerous environmental behaviors to its invasive species. Every third Sunday of July since 1990, multiple shoreline regions take part in various festivities to educate on how to keep the lake clean and safe and about its history. The Marquette Maritime Museum says it's an important celebration.
So we started out as a shipping port, and so everything that we do in Marquette is around Lake Superior. So we also have to figure out ways to take care of Lake Superior for future generations. And Lake Superior Day is a day that all around the lake, different organizations and teach people about how to take care of it.
The celebration takes place from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on July 20th in the Maritime Museum's Lakeside parking lot. Coming up next on Insights, we're talking with the program director for Houghton County Meals on Wheels. They're hoping to secure more funding in order to serve more of the people in their community. We'll have the details on a proposed millage this August when we come back.
Lisa 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LT2 FL Crew Cab. 4-wheel drive for $382 a month for 36 months with $1,500 due at signing. Or 0% APR for 36 months and $6,000 in rebates. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Experience the difference.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
It's that time of year again. It's Christmas in July at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette. Christmas has come early for our customers the entire month of July. It's our biggest store-wide sale of the year with up to 60% off. That's what I said, up to 60% off. Loose diamonds up to 50% off. Santa has come down the chimney at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette.
Richardson Jewelers.
How Dennis Leary got his start.
This nun goes, "You're in the musical." So I go. It's all the hottest girls in high school.
Plus, DIY becomes DIY.
Can I put it like this?
Yeah! Then he surprised his stepdad by taking his last name.
Just takes love to be a family.
On J-Hood.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6.
This is home for CBS. WZMQ 19.
From now through July at Fox Marquette Chevrolet, lease a 2026 Chevrolet Equinox LT all-wheel drive for $429 a month for 36 months with $1,500 due at signing. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet, experience the difference.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. There's a millage on the ballot for the Meals on Wheels program in Houghton County. Here with the details is Kathleen Harder, director for the local Meals on Wheels program. Kathleen, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
For sure. If you could just give us the current state of the Meals on Wheels program over there right now.
Sure. We serve home delivered meals and congregate meal programs or meet and eat sites. And when I started here about 3.5 years ago, we had just about 150 seniors that we were serving every day. And currently we're serving over 300 seniors daily with home delivered meals, plus more that we have at our meet and eat sites. So the need has grown exponentially in the time that I've been here, but we are at capacity with what we're able to do regarding our financials and being able to meet the need that exists in the community. And we are one of 5 counties in the state of Michigan that do not have a service that goes for elder nutrition and elder senior services. And here in Houghton County, we're looking to have a millage that would address our elder nutritional needs for our community.
Right. As far as this millage goes, what kind of support would it be able to help out with specifically?
Right. So right now we're serving mostly the townships in northern Houghton County, and we want to be able to offer our services to all the elders in all of the townships in Houghton County. Those people that are over 60 that are having difficulty accessing food or getting to a grocery store, or maybe they're just out of the hospital and they're needing some assistance with recovery, and this kind of a meal program can help elders do that. So we would be looking to serve the entire Houghton County and not just the northern part that we currently serve now with those 300 seniors. And I would also add that we have a waiting list of seniors requesting services that we're just not able to meet the need that is there. And we would look to be eliminating that waiting list if the millage were to go through.
Right. I imagine that can be an issue for you with how much driving is involved and how spaced out everyone is. Can you talk about that at all?
Absolutely. So when I say we're serving home delivered meals within the northern part of Houghton County, that's 9 routes. So we're serving meals to elders up in, Calumet and Laurium, and we have about 56 elders just in that area. And then we also have a route, Lake Linden, Dollar Bay, Houghton and Hancock. And then we go only as far south as Chassell and South Range and Painesdale. So we would be looking to just, and that delivery right there takes 2 to 3 hours just doing all of those routes and meeting the seniors, giving them the meal, doing a basic check-in, kind of a wellness check. And so expanding and reaching these far townships of Houghton County would certainly add quite a bit to the distance that we would be driving and meeting the needs of the seniors.
For sure. And if you could just touch on just how much of a difference this program has on these seniors, could you just talk about that for a minute here?
Absolutely. As we age, we are hoping that we can continue to age and live in home as long as possible, live as independently as possible. And that's what this program helps seniors to do. And for some of the seniors, especially if they've lost a spouse, maybe we're the only person, that delivery meal driver is the only person that they're seeing that day, that week, or maybe even sometimes for weeks on end. 45% of the seniors that we serve our meals to, they're living alone. And those are people that, have lost a significant other and are continuing to live at home, but it can get very lonely, and being able to check in on them and say hello, give a friendly hello can mean a lot. It's also a safety wellness check just to see that they're doing okay. You know, we've had some seniors that maybe have fallen over the night, and it's that meal delivery driver that's finding that person the next day and then able to get them to the resources that they need, you know, getting medical help there to help get them where they need to go.
Sure, sure. All right, Kathleen, that's actually all the time we have. Thank you so much for hopping on with us today, though. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Tomorrow, we're talking about an upcoming first responder blood drive hosted by the Michigan State Police Negaunee Regional Dispatch Center. That conversation's tomorrow only on 19 News Insights. And coming up next on your 19 News today, Northern Scales Reptiles is back with another animal to teach us about. Creature Feature is after the break.
Millions of businesses depend on a government system to make sure they're not breaking the law. So why is it failing over and over? What we learned in a CBS News investigation.
And volunteers across the country are stepping up to help cure a common ailment. That's our Eye on America tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Now, warning, if you have kids, get them in here to see how great this is.
I'm here tonight with Stephen Colbert! Come on!
Oh, that looks good!
How are you feeling, 4,000 people in my live audience?
Give me 5!
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Super weird interview, but I'm really enjoying it.
This is one of the more normal ones we've had.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, all new CBS weeknights.
At Big Valley Ford in Ewan, we're more than just a dealership. We're your hometown partner in finding the perfect ride. With a huge selection of high-quality vehicles, there's something here for every lifestyle and every budget. Looking for value? We've got one of the largest selections of pre-owned Ford trucks in the UP, all in excellent condition and low miles, along with a huge selection of new Broncos and trucks all ready to roll. Experience the Big Valley difference at Big Valley Ford in Ewan.
It's the highlight of the summer, the Marquette County Fair. Livestock, classic cars and tractors, live music and performances, art, games, and of course, the food. With new additions this year, the fair has something fun for everyone. The 2025 Marquette County Fair, August 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Marquette County Fairgrounds. It's fun for all ages.
It's hilarious. Hidden camera. Hijinks. The world's longest running prank show is back. Just for laughs, gags.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
Welcome back, everyone. For Creature Feature this week, we're, of course, joined by Easton Zivnoska of Northern Scales Reptiles in downtown Marquette. Easton, who do you have for us today?
So this is Opal. Opal is a Cuban false chameleon. This is actually one of our favorite lizards at the store because of how prehistoric they look.
Mm-hmm.
She's like a little dinosaur in our opinion.
Yeah, definitely some unique features on her. She's even got a little bit of a beard, I would say.
Yeah, that's actually, it looks really spiky and sharp, but it's actually very soft. It's kind of like flower petals almost. And my idea of how it feels kind of, hi, what's going on?
Now, this is a false chameleon, so they're not chameleons. Explain to me what's going on here.
Yeah, so these guys are, if I'm going to get this explanation right, I know some of my bio friends are going to nail me for this if I get it wrong, but they are in the genus Anolis, I believe, which means they're anoles. Now, you can also tell that by their features. They have this sharper head that kind of looks like a crocodile head. They have this longer body and these feet that all resemble like anole features. They're called Cuban false chameleons, though, because they have two independently moving eyes. And they do that a wide variety of color changing, which she's just all kinds of colors right now, but she can go from just being plain old white to like a dark coffee black, just about.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Last week we had the tortoise on, and we talked about the defensive features of him. Tell us about what's in her arsenal.
So she'll open her mouth towards, if her colors don't work, she'll usually try to blend in. But if her colors aren't helping out a lot and the predator's still going for her, she'll open her mouth and she has this really dark mouth where you can't see, like, it's just like kind of like a void in there. It has this tongue that's black and white, and it's supposed to kind of scare the predator off with this darker, intimidating colors. Now, to be honest, I don't know how they're afraid of that. It's like you can't see anything in there, so I can't really see anything to be afraid of. But I guess it's pretty intimidating not knowing like what's coming out of there. On top of that, they're also really great at climbing. I don't think I've ever seen her fall from anything before. She was just climbing around me. She got up to my head and just darted back down. So they're pretty agile if they can't even fight off anything.
Right, yeah, before we had you join me on the desk here, I saw her climbing all over you. Just tell us about a day in the life of one of these false chameleons. What are they up to throughout the day?
So these guys come from Cuba. The islands they got over there are going to be a little more like, they'll be dry jungle to like a kind of rainforest setting back and forth between humid and hot. With that, these guys will be scaling up and down trees, looking for insects. They're completely insectivores. They don't eat veggies or anything as far as we know. They will kind of just mope around. They like to be more in like hotter areas that aren't like direct sunlight, but like air temps really hot. They're communal, so you might find them all together. You'll find like 6 in a tree all grouped together. With that, I think they also kind of like to be on the outside of trees. I know a lot of lizards like hiding under the bark and whatnot. These guys like to be out in the open on branches. Just with how well they blend in, they're pretty well at hiding away in plain sight.
All right. Any other interesting facts about the Cuban false chameleon, Easton?
This is the most missed animal at the shop. Whenever someone comes to the shop, this is the hardest one to find for most people. They look directly at her and can't see her because of her camouflage.
Yeah, no, I have no doubt about that. I'm sure I've missed her and all the times I visit you down there. Easton, anything else? I think that's all the questions I have for you today.
Yeah, she's one of the coolest lizards ever, in my opinion.
For sure. Definitely a cool lizard. Easton, thank you so much for bringing her on.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Appreciate you as always, my friend. Now, don't go away. When we come back, Kelly Rowland's going to have your final look at weather.
Tonight on the CBS Evening News, companionship programs designed to combat the loneliness epidemic.
Well, it's good to have folks coming here. I like live people, you know.
How spending cuts could put older adults at risk. Tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Yes. Oh, hi. I suppose you're wondering what an A-list celebrity like me is doing in a place like this. You must know, I'm saving the world. Oh, hi, Beth. Yep, saving the world again. Did you know that 40% of all the food produced in the United States is thrown away? That means everything that went into that food, the pesticides, the water, the land, was all for nothing. Just look at this perfectly good food thrown in the trash. The pizza with extra Cheerios, these goldfish and Band-Aid tacos. And just look at this perfect trash burger. This pasta dog looks delicious.
You don't have to dumpster dive like Ed Begley Jr. to save the planet. Fight food waste by shopping smart and using what you buy before it gets trashed.
That's way better. Ooh, arugula.
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at betterthaned.org.
This is extreme crime.
To catch him, they'll use every trick in the book.
We were operating against ghosts, and ghosts are tough to find.
Top investigators and police use the latest forensic science to uncover the truth and solve real cases. The devil is always in the details. Forensic Factor.
The UP is a great place, but sometimes the weather changes quickly. You'll always be ready with the WZMQ 19 mobile app. Available free right now from the App Store. Your local weather power tool from WZMQ 19.
Welcome back. Final check of your forecast. People are still outside enjoying that farmer's market regardless of the little bit of rain that we're seeing, and we definitely are seeing it here on our radar. It shouldn't give us too much of an issue in terms of severe weather, but definitely will give you some more rain for this evening and through the overnight hours too. But these are very seasonal temperatures for the overnight into the mid-50s, but tomorrow will be chilly, but we will get that sunshine back. I'll have more details on your forecast tonight at 11.
Sounds good. Kelly, thanks again. Finally tonight, an organization from below the bridge visited Negaunee today to teach kids about reptiles. The Ann Arbor Hands-On Museum is touring the UP, showing off a selection of reptiles. They gave kids and families at the Negaunee Public Library a chance to learn about, see, and even touch some of their creatures. This is the library's third year hosting the museum, and it's always a big hit.
It's so much fun. It's a great educational program, and it's a great way for people to learn about animals in a safe environment, and a lot of them are ones that they won't encounter here in the UP.
If you're interested in seeing the animals for yourself, the group will be at the Upper Peninsula Children's Museum on Saturday at 1 p.m. They will also be touring other UP libraries in the coming weeks. And that's all the time we have for right now, everyone. More headlines coming your way at 11:10 Central. We'll see you then.